we'll take, there's 2 10s on the bottom of this, we'll take that off, and then should be good to go to pull the valve cover. Take valve cover, there are at least 4 bolts, 2 12s on the front, 2 12s on the back, and it should lift right up. So I'll go ahead and pull that just so y'all can see. Yeah, they're 12s. So let me take that off, we'll be right back. Went ahead and took the valve cover off, and it just lifts right up, no issues. If it does stick a little bit, it's going to be a flat blade screwdriver. Put it right here on the top and just twist it, and it should pop right up. But now we got that off, I went ahead and took the bracket bolt off on the back, and you can see how that moves right there. Should be free, and that is water line, goes to your heater hose. I was right, it was water the first time. The way we took that out, 2 10s, that camera moves on me, 2 10s right here, goes in through the bottom, and that's how that works. So now what we're going to do is, since we got everything, only thing we got left to do is we're going to put this in time, make sure that it is at top dead center. We're going to do it with the crank bolt. Should be a 19, I believe. Just rotate it until you see the dot up on the top, and should be a mark on the crank down here that lines up with the timing mark on the timing cover. So you'll see it should be at 0, and it should be like a little hash mark on the pulley that lines up with the 0. So we're going to line all this up real quick, and then after we do that, we'll go ahead and pull this right there. Should come out. I know it's a little blurry. Pull that out. That is your little cam plug area. It sits right there. But we'll pull, once we do that, pull this off, and we'll just bring the chain down. And you do not have to take the chain off completely. I will say, make sure you put you a zip tie or something around there so you can pull it back up whenever you get ready to put the head back on, and I'll kind of show you all that once we get through. But let me get it in time, and then we'll start pulling these head bolts off. That's your eccentric and everything, and if you look, you can see it's got that pin in there, and that's what holds this in place. And same thing for timing chain and timing gear. When you pull this out, you might hear a click. There's a timing tensioner inside there, and you can get a screwdriver or something, because they move really easy on these. You can get a screwdriver, small pry bar or something down inside there whenever you get ready to put this back on, and you can line it back up. The only reason I put that zip tie around there was so that I can get it and pull the chain back up. You see how I got that? And it's long enough to where I can grab it, and then I can snip it off whenever I get the timing gear back in there and all that stuff. Now, last thing we pretty much need to do is start pulling the head bolts off. So you got these 10 right here that hold your rocker assembly on. Now, something a lot of people do not know about if you've never done this before, because it kind of builds up gunk inside of here, is there is a bolt right there. It's a 12mm right there on the top of the timing cover. It goes right there on the front, and a lot of people tend to miss that one. I'm not gonna lie, first time I did it, I about forgot to put it in all together. And if you don't put that bolt in, and that's one of the first ones I typically like to torque, because if you do not get it tight enough against the front timing cover, it will actually start to leak. And typically I like to put gasket maker, sealant, whatever you want to call it, around that bolt, and I typically like to even put sealant around these bolts as well. Which looks like there's silicone in there. That is that little 12 millimeter I was talking about. Like I said, do not forget that. And now, typically these aren't too tight. They only torque to like 60 foot-pounds for the head bolts, which is surprising. So typically you can pull these off with a 3/8 ratchet. You know what? I'm going to go, I mean, it really don't matter if you're going to reuse your head. Start from the outside and work your way in. That's the opposite of which way you're going to torque them down. Like normally you'll start in the middle and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But, and then you would do the opposite when you're taking it off. You go here, there, 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 there. Just start from the outside and work your way in. I'll start with the front. Oh yeah, I didn't think these were all that tight. Getting to these back ones is a little bit harder. I'm just breaking them all loose to begin with. Take my extension out for that one. And you will hear these pop from time to time. That'll be easier with a large impact or something. I like doing them by hand when I remove these things, just in case they start creaking or something. Plus, I don't want to put too much tension on the rocker arm assembly when I'm taking them off. Stop back. And we got a rebuilt head. We have new head bolts. And then we have new head gasket. We need an intake gasket. I'll order one. I didn't order the head gasket kit. And we'll see how that goes. Sometimes these have suction on them. Like I said before, the end of the video, if this isn't 2 videos, if it is 2 videos, before I pull the head, I will cut it off and then we will show you which cylinder it is on the next video. Haven't decided yet, but before the end of the video, let me know what y'all think, which cylinder it is. I got them all off. Just this back one is a little hard. Because it hits this. Go. That's your rocker arm assembly. And now we should be about ready to pretty much pull this head off. Yeah. Off enough, and moment of truth.